Something went really weird. I don't know if the stream is down or up or what. So I've got to redo everything again. Don't know what happened. But we should be all good. I had to put a part 2 for YouTube because I don't know if it had started again or not. It shouldn't have crashed. It's annoying when this happens. Because I have to like reopen things. What the hell? Some things got changed. I don't know if my OBS just changed things or what. It's quite odd. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, is Twitch up fine? Okay, Twitch is up fine. YouTube should be up fine. Okay. Go. Let's continue. It's not showing on my phone. We should be all good now.
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Do we need
I've stored my
there?
case in there. A box within a box.
One of the guy turned up
Miss
here.
Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Tell the truth. I should tell him that tell him about the cat.
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing. He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman. I'm happy to
Oh gosh, sorry.
report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. Crisp. I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday.
Good, I didn't
Kenneth will
remember.
also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Is it safe to do such a thing? That sounds capital, thank you. I don't see any alternative. My equipment is valuable, yeah.
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
It's gonna get taken.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
Letters.
I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Mr. Shoulder.
Why must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
I have to just check something quickly. Hobbs Barrow.
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
There's something a bit weird about the place. Where is Hobbs Barrow?
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go out there. Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure.
Oh, does he
As
know
I think
anything?
I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
Okay, so we're done with him. Let's go.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, we have a map. That's not really a map. Who's this dude?
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Thomasina, and you are...
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay, so he doesn't really want to talk. Anything happening down the alley?
I suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise the locals would be rolling them into their cellars. I'd rather not go into those horrible toilets again.
Fair enough. Can we go this way now?
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Oh, so we end up going back. Hey, it's Kid Black with a sword.
Hello,
Yes?
Introduce
my
myself.
name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas.
Sword.
It's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
A lambton worm.
What is the lambton worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lambton thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lantern worm isn't real, Douglas. Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were.
That's quite
I ran
funny.
home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas,
Yeah, you do that.
this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
Usually.
Do you like living in Bewley?
Yeah, I do. Are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train.
Sure
I
did.
love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
That's quite
No,
funny.
I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
That's funny. Mr. Cozier.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Barrow.
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
Okay.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good
Let's
day.
talk to her.
Hello, miss.
Introduce myself.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty.
Yourself.
What are you up to?
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Leonard
Did
Shoulder.
you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
She sounded quite harsh. Like she does know him, but doesn't want to know him.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
But yet you're talking to
So
him.
you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
That was a bit odd.
I don't think anyone is home.
Can we talk to anyone here? No. We're disturbing the whole neighborhood.
I don't think anyone is home.
Okay. Can we go in there? Nope. To the church, I guess.
Hello. Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
No. No, thank you.
No thanks.
Oh, very well. You know where I am if you change your mind. The money goes to the church, you see. I can
Don't have
tell
the
you're
money.
not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
For the locals. Introduce yourself.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Mrs. DePency.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means
Where's
so
other people
much
helping
to
her?
me.
Cakes.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
St. Edmund's Church.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century. The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century.
Okay,
The
then.
door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Hobbs Barrow.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
She should
Yes,
know him.
I
Yeah,
know
thought so.
Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear.
So he's quite
Father
secretive then.
Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Father Roche. What can you tell him about Father Roche?
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roche?
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Okay, so we're going to go
Thank
to the
you.
west of the
I'll
village.
go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you for your...
Lord be with you.
No, I didn't want to go in the church.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Okay, we're going off to the left. Here he is. The hell is he doing? What? Is he alright? Why is he throwing up?
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
Are you
Okay.
sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
I don't have anything to cut you with.
Are you sure this is the only way?
I beg you. It's the only cure.
Don't have anything. A glove, matchbox, and a key.
The key bears no edges sharp enough to pierce the skin. I'm not going near it. It's...
I have to go find something that's sharp.
Don't leave. You must help me.
glove?
Now isn't the time to show him that. I do not wish...
I
I'm
got
not
a
sure they
match.
would be interested.
Got a handkerchief on it?
Are you sure this is the only...
I beg you, it's the only cure for...
I don't wish to give that away. I don't wish to give that away.
I don't have anything. Oh, what's this? Spectacles.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Maybe we use that?
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp. Ouch!
Oh. Use the handkerchief.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand. This should
Yeah.
work.
There we go.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
How?
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Did that do anything?
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated.
But what was wrong
I'm
with them?
Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Self. Are you feeling better?
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like
I
to
don't
pick
believe 'em.
blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Are you from Bewley originally?
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in
I
that
don't think I
view.
needed to know that.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
St. Edmund's Church. And it's a fine building.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being a vicar here?
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
Hobbs
What do you
Barrow.
know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
So where
Do
is
you know
he?
where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting
Now?
here for the time being.
Ready to go now.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Still wonder what he was doing. Surprised it didn't teleport me there.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes,
We don't have the
I've
money
heard
for
about
it
her famous
at the moment.
Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He
She's not a
smiles
doer,
upon
well.
us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me. Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth.
What is he on about?
Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Remind me to know. Hamlet?
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman, but I'm afraid that passage is from Richard II.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Studying the work of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
Back in a moment. No, you can't.
Behold, the
Can't pause
vast
it.
expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see. Beautiful, is it not?
Find it rather desolate. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
Might want to avoid tense situation. Tell the truth. Father Roach. Pretty to hear it. We'll just lie.
Yes.
I sensed a hesitation there.
No, I believe in...
Come now, I will not bring the fire and brimstone upon you for speaking your truth.
Well, I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Yeah. Ooh.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Thomasina's an interesting name.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
Okay. Give me a moment. I need to do a call. Won't be long. Let's get back to it. Oh, bloody hell. I got no chat up. Yeah.
Mummy?
Hey, it's not mommy, it's mummy.
Mummy?
The father died.
Daddy, wake up!
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst Manor. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
Why has he gone mute?
What sort of god would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Okay. Who's this?
Hello?
Why'd she just run
She
away?
scampered off in a hurry? Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this.
Take a look at what?
Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
You mean that's just a
Oh, I
pile of
see.
rocks?
Come now, onward.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape.
Okay.
All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Okay, at least he's a real person.
Here we are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
And that is?
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you.
I wonder what it was, though.
You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
Hey,
Here,
chickens.
chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
Oh, why not?
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Let's go and pick that one up. Yeah.
Care to hold one, Father Roach?
Put that thing down, would you?
You're no fun.
Yeah, exactly. Be more fun. I got achievement, a sweet little thing.
Mr. Shoulder,
Because he's not there.
is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Okay.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
Either he's dead or just somewhere else?
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle?
It's locked.
Look through the window.
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
So maybe he's not gone?
No sign of any movement.
He's got his clothing up.
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
A woolen undergarment.
So where do we go?
The window is much too high up to reach.
Can we, like, somehow climb up? Okay, window. Clean wood. Oh, can we climb
I've
off the
no
wood?
desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
We're checking the pants now, I guess.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain?
Oh, this other glove.
That glove looks familiar. I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow. The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
I see that guy that was walking
Why
away.
didn't he come inside to see me?
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
I'll go ahead. I'd like to walk around further, and now we'll leave.
Let's go.
As I say, my child,
There's nothing else to
Mr.
interact
Shoulder
with.
will make himself known. Do not lose faith.
I'm rather frustrated by this situation.
Now,
Yeah, we came all the way out here.
Things move at a slower pace
And we don't
out
get to see
here.
them.
Something you may not be so accustomed to. Come now, Miss Bateman.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found. As we trudged silently back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Yeah. Because that's what we're there for.
The train! That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth?
My assistant.
I see. Well, Miss Bateman, I really must attend to some other matters. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Romeo and Juliet. Much ado about nothing. Much ado
Much
about
ado
nothing.
about nothing?
Oh dear. I thought that was an easy one. Romeo and Juliet.
I would never
Of course.
That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
I was going to say Romeo and Juliet just because it's a
I
known
should go
thing.
meet Kenneth at the station.
My wife glove. Oh, okay. It was saying glove for whatever reason. Okay, where's the station? Oh, headstone. Can we...
Samuel Bryden. Death
have
is
names of all
only
of them?
a shadow across the path to heaven.
Fresh grave.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. William Paxton, modest and gentle of heart. Joseph Davis. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels.
Right, it's related to that Tillett guy we're talking to. Train station.
Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye, can I help you?
Himself.
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father's forged before mine.
Business.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Leonard
Do you know a
Shoulder.
man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
We
I
already
need
know
to
where he
speak with
lives.
him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Hobbs Barrow.
Do you know of a
who that
local
is?
landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
Bewley.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I
Each
prefer
their
a
own.
quieter pace. Aye.
Market days.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
So we'll
Unless
probably get to
your
see those.
vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay, so we continue this way, I guess. Oh no, there's an exit there where we came from.
Where is Kenneth?
Yeah, I'd like to know as well.
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Talk to this dude.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman.
Oh, he does
I was
remember
blind
us.
drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink.
Yeah.
Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
Oh, that's silly of him. Last night.
About last night.
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
He just wanted a drink.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
If you say so, maybe he's telling the truth. I don't believe you. He's hiding something.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
Yeah,
A
thought so.
likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
I don't remember out.
Railway station.
So you work here?
Aye. Bewley's station master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
No.
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
Kenneth.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Impossible.
That's weird. Hobbs Barrow.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
Tell us.
I can't remember.
Mr. Tillett, please, this is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to remember. If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
Okay, station master, Kenneth's train. Kenneth's train.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
So he came...
What is Kenneth playing at,
He
sending my
left
equipment
it.
but not himself? Curses.
Where's the crate?
Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
And
Where can I
is he?
find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go find him now.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
Hey, it's the cat again. Wow. It's Cyril.
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
Himself.
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our
Yeah,
land.
but you gotta keep your
There's no
town
place for
going.
outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No.
No. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Okay, so where was the place? It'll be somewhere around here, right?
I can't take the sign, nor do I want to.
Is this the place we're going? No. There's some kind of storage place. Is it this place?
I don't think
Apparently
any.
not. They said it was behind this place. What's this kid up to?
Hello there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Do you know Leonard
Do
Shoulder?
you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No?
Do you know
Have you
about
heard of a place
Hobbs
called
Barrow?
Hobbs Barrow?
No?
Goodbye.
Okay, he wasn't useful. Can we actually go to that door?
Nobody home. The road disappears over the horizon.
Okay, so we don't go that way. Is it behind the alley? No. They said it was behind this place. Oh, here we go.
That must be the postmaster's storeroom.
What's this dude?
Hello.
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face.
Well,
We don't
as
get
a
many
first
visitors.
person to
My
actually
name's
be
Henry.
happy.
Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
Himself.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Tell him.
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long. Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Away from the
Some
factories.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Postmaster. I'm looking for Mr. Price.
I'm looking for
postman.
Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Oh, what?
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did he go?
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Well, we're not going to catch up with him there. When will he be back?
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
So we're
I
gonna have
told
to
him
break
I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Do you know Leonard
Do you
Shoulder?
know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, funny old fellow. I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a long while now that you mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
Hobbs Barrow. Do you
I'm
know of
looking
that?
for Hobbs Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moors since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
Yeah, it seems like you're the only one, dude.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to.
And you straightened up inbred.
Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
Cyril.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
At the Plough and Furrow.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tap?
Perhaps. You could always ask him.
Yeah, because
I
we don't have
shouldn't
money.
leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Can we go in there? What's the point of knocking?
Postmaster isn't home. If you're looking to collect your post, You'll have to wait until he gets back.
Can we look? That's probably it.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence.
Oh.
A warehouse.
Oh, I can't go back to what was being said.
Royal Mail. Postmaster's residence. This must be the local post office.
So we kind of just have to wait for him or go somewhere else? Can we, like, go way ahead? No, not that way. Like, can we go down this way? Will it
The
take
road
us anywhere?
disappears
No.
over the horizon.
So what do we have to do then? Create the Barrow, find a way into the postmaster's storeroom, open a tab, Mr. Plough. We go open a tab, I guess. Open a tab.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you.
That's
So
good.
yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Tab.
How can I open a tab again?
Leave me, I'll give when it...
So we have to give
Goodbye.
something valuable.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
We don't have anything valuable to give him. Is there anything in the room?
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe...
Can we, like, give him a glove?
I probably shouldn't part with this. I do not wish to set that...
Can we give him the key? The matches?
I don't think Mr. Kemp would consider his...
My letters?
I don't think Stanley would be interested in that.
Okay, so we don't have anything then. So we can't open a tab. Find our way into the storeroom.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss.
Don't know how we're supposed to get in here then.
There's nothing... Hello?
Because you know we're Leonard
Do you know a
Shoulders.
man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
What about Hubs
Do you know
Barrow?
where I can find Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows then?
Don't concern yourself.
Goodbye.
Sarah.
So, only place I can think of is... No, not that way. There was that intersection kind of place. It was by the church. I'm not in the church. I didn't want to go in the church. Can we go in there?
It's locked.
Okay, so there's this area. Anything this way? Ooh, hole.
I've no desire to go rooting about in there.
Oh, fine then.
I shall see you later this evening, gents. Well, I say.
Who's this dude?
Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Oh,
Wait.
what?
Some nerve.
Who was that?
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting.
The arrogant man.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
Well,
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now, please leave us to our work.
Do you know Leonard?
Do you know a man
Shoulder?
named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
No.
Do you know where I can find a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Never heard of it.
Work.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
Yeah.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed
Sounds
by
like a dumb
Lord
question.
Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Will do. Can we go down one of these ways? Who's this girl?
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite.
We're gonna
Mummy
have to
made
find a
her
doll.
for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name, little one?
Jane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jane. My name is Thomasina.
A bit.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Dolls.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today was their bath day.
Myrtle.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry,
No.
Jane. I'm sure he
Maybe
wouldn't
go
do such
see
a thing. Where did your
where he
brother
is.
go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Do you know Leonard
Do you know
Shoulder?
an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
What about a Hobbs
Have you
Barrow?
heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I have, yes.
Oh, that's
have?
We
interesting.
aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yeah.
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
You will?
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
Okay.
I will. Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Goodbye.
I believe
Bye,
that
miss.
is that kid that we saw earlier. That was at the back of the house. So we will find out next time, because I am going to get out of here. We've been on for, I think it's about 2 hours. It's kind of an interesting game. Like, it is a bit hard with the kind of pixel stuff, but it's all about the story, so that is always a good thing. Like, even if people can't do like the art and all that, even though pixel art is pretty artistic. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, it would be awesome if you guys would follow and go check out my socials, which are in the chat right now. Here we go. Got to do the YouTube because the YouTube doesn't do it automatically. Hope everyone has a good day. I will probably stream again, most likely Monday. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And we'll most likely be playing some more of the Hobbs Barrow. What's it called again? The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Yeah. Okay. See you.